Let me ask you something. Have you ever really thought about the most complex, the most vital transportation network on Earth? I'm not talking about the internet or global shipping lanes. Nope, it's something way more personal. It's time we took a look under the hood.
So what is this thing? Just imagine a system with almost 60,000 miles of roads. It's running 24/7, with no holidays, no breaks, ever. A network so mind-bogglingly complex it makes all of our modern logistics look like a kid's playset. Any ideas what it could be?
You got it! The most incredible superhighway ever created is the one that's humming along inside your own body this very second. And in this explainer, we're going to take a guided tour. So, welcome to your circulatory system. We're calling it the body's superhighway because, well, that's exactly what it is. It's a massive network that's all about transport, delivery, and maintenance, and it's what keeps your entire body running smoothly.
Now, the ultimate goal of this whole system is to keep everything in balance, a state that scientists call homeostasis. And to pull this off, it relies on three core parts that we're about to dive into: a central pump, a massive road network, and the precious cargo that's always on the move.
All right, let's start with the engine itself. Every great highway system needs a central hub, a power station to get things moving, right? Well, in your body, that's the heart. It is the tireless, powerful pump that fuels this entire unbelievable network.
But the heart isn't just some simple muscle. No, it's this incredibly sophisticated four-chambered organ. Think of these chambers, the atria and the ventricles, as rooms that work together in a perfect, coordinated rhythm, all thanks to these tiny electrical pulses that tell them when to squeeze and push blood to literally every corner of your body.
Okay, so if the heart is the pump, where does all that blood actually go? It travels through this massive system of blood vessels, a road network that has everything from 6-lane superhighways all the way down to the tiniest little neighborhood alleys.
The biggest roads are the arteries and the veins. Here's a really easy way to remember it. Arteries carry fresh, oxygen-packed blood away from the heart, like trucks leaving the main warehouse. Veins are the return routes, bringing all the used, deoxygenated blood back to get refueled. Now, there are a couple of exceptions, like the pulmonary routes to your lungs, which just goes to show you how specialized and smart this system really is.
So arteries and veins are great for the long haul. But what about the final delivery? Getting the packages to the front door. That's the job of the capillaries. These are the tiny, microscopic side streets that connect to every single house, or in this case, every single cell, to drop off oxygen and pick up the trash. This is where the magic really happens.
All right, we've got our pump, we've got our road network, but what about the traffic? What's actually being moved around here? Well, that would be the blood itself. It's the river of life, the priceless cargo that's constantly flowing through this superhighway.
And if you were to actually look at what your blood is made of, you might be a little surprised. More than half of it is this yellowish liquid called plasma. The rest is made up of a bunch of different cells, and each one has a very, very specific job to do.
Let's break down the crew here. The plasma is like the liquid road itself, carrying everything along for the ride. The red blood cells, those are your delivery trucks, and they are packed to the brim with oxygen. White blood cells are the security patrol, your immune system's police force. And the platelets? They're the emergency road repair crew, rushing to the scene of any leak to form a clot and patch things up.
So we've pretty much established that the circulatory system is one heck of a delivery service. But its job is actually way bigger than just that. It's got several other critical missions that are absolutely essential for you to, survive.
So yeah, on top of moving stuff around, this system is constantly regulating your internal environment. It manages your body temperature, your hydration, all sorts of things. And like we saw with the white blood cells and platelets, it protects you. It's your first line of defense against infection and injury. It's a truly multi-talented system.
Now, a system this complex, this important, well, you got to take care of it. Just like a real superhighway, it needs regular maintenance to prevent traffic jams, potholes, and, catastrophic failures.
And you know what? The maintenance checklist is actually pretty simple. Regular exercise keeps the pump, the heart, strong, and the vessels nice and flexible. A balanced diet gives you the right fuel and prevents gunk from building up and clogging the roads. That's a condition called atherosclerosis. And of course, avoiding smoking prevents just massive damage to the whole network. These simple things are how you prevent major traffic jams, like high blood pressure and heart attacks.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. This incredible, silent superhighway works for you, non-stop, every single second of every single day. The only question left is, what are you going to do for it? Thanks for joining this explainer.